Is it up? It is. Ha ha ha! It's working. Okay. Hold on, I gotta get my tea.
Wait, did he just start the stream and walk away?
Yes.
You can't do that.
I can. I did.
God damn it.
Upsetting. Anyhow, I'm fucking angry about goddamn GIFs. And it's not GIFs because it's Giphy peanut butter, right?
It's because it's graphics interchange format.
Yeah, it's also, that's another good reason why it's Giphy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Graphics.
Graphics. Grip.
Graphics interface.
Should it be GIF?
GIF?
Like the French?
GIF?
I don't know. I actually saw a long thing today on
Griffs.
I think art/learn programming or programming. I can't remember which. Trying to decide how to spell or how to pronounce the shortening of regular expressions.
Well, I think you.
Do you know? I didn't say it. So on purpose. So how would you say Regex?
I would say Regex, but
Regex
I'm
sounds
a maniac. Better. Yeah.
That's
it's
how I
not
say it.
right, but it sounds better.
That's how I say it too. I say Regex. But I've never actually said Regex to other people. I've never used it like in conversation with another programmer.
I might say regs.
That would be weird.
I might say regs.
I
the
thought
X takes on that kind of instead of X.
the person asking the
Regex.
question was like, wait, hold on. I don't remember what it is exactly. But the person who was asking the question was like, do you pronounce it RE capital J E X or RE capital G E X? And I'm like, Regex or Regex? Neither. Regex.
No, those are both wrong. Yeah. It's very obviously Regex, and they're doing it wrong.
God.
How worked up people get over things.
Yeah.
Is hilarious.
It's incredible to me. It's fucking unacceptable to me how worked up some people get over tiny things. It's bullshit. Oh God, we should run.
Do you want to start the show?
I feel like that was funny enough. If you just run it, it would have really been pretty seamless. We could have carried it over.
But now it's not going to be.
Now it's not funny. You want to go around the track one more time, see if we can get a funny.
It's time for Thunk Tank.
I heard the intro for a second.
It's running right now.
introing.
It's the intro. This is the intro. Hi.
Fuck.
Welcome to
This is
Thunk
currently
Tank.
the intro.
My name is Calvin, and I pronounce Regex.
My name's Andreas, and I'm going around the track one more time, seeing if I can get it on the second try.
My name's Eric, and I just remembered the terrible secret of space.
Whoa. What is the can you share it with us, or will it no longer be a secret?
That's part of what being a secret is.
Yeah, so you don't want it to say.
Yeah, I can't say it's terrible.
Wow. That's some that sounds like cosmic horror.
Indeed.
Wow.
Well, we're off to the races here. Told you we should go around the track one more time and see if we could be funny on the second time.
No. Being funny is for lamos. Real comedians just fuck with your brain timing and do random stuff to make you laugh reflexively.
Potato. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit. And we're higher brow than that.
That hurt in the inside.
Yeah. So, Eric, do you have a thunk for us today? Because I'm gonna need you to hand out a couple of your thunks. Because I am on 89 thunks, and number 90 really has not come to me.
Wow.
Oh no.
89 thunks, guys. 89. We have more episodes than that, but I haven't contributed to the other ones.
Uh-huh.
How many episodes do we have?
I don't know. I don't keep track of these things. I just post them. I didn't number them. Do we have
anyway
an idea?
Well, I have lots of ideas. Like, I don't know if any of them make sense. Werewolf versus Warwolf.
Okay, wait.
I'm not sure if that's a movie or what I'm doing with
What
that.
is a
I just wrote
werewolf?
it down, and it seemed really important.
What is a werewolf?
I assume it's
a wolf that
wolf
goes
that
to
turns
war?
into a war.
That doesn't.
On the new moon, I turn into a war. Like, no big deal.
It might be a cyborg wolf designed
think-
by the military.
I think
Okay.
it might be
I
a wolf.
have no
they
idea
bring...
what I was going for. when I
Is
wrote
it like
this
a
down.
war dog, but a wolf?
Try
What's a-
havoc and let's slip the wolves of war.
Wolves
that-
of
is that
war.
what
I
Aru.
Is-
Aru, wartime.
I do like the idea of some military cyber wolf that gets out of control, and there's only one thing that they can think of to stop it, and that is a werewolf. You got to fight wolves with wolves. That is, somebody should say that at some point in the movie.
You gotta fight wolves with wolves.
Yeah,
That's a good one. That's
I
not
think-
like in all the bad ways.
Yeah, and I'm seeing like this guy, he's got a terrible secret. Like he is he was out on a mission and he got bitten and they take him back and they've got him like maybe he like even in like the start of the movie he like accidentally like kills a bunch of people and stuff like that and they drank him and they put him on in cryo freeze. Right?
Yeah.
But he's actually like a decent guy most of the time until the moon comes out, right?
Right.
And then there's this other segue to like in the research department that he's been stored in or whatever. There's also scientists working on not just genetically modified wolves, but cyber enhanced wolves that have guns and shit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pitch. I want to just say I think that it's awful that we think Werewolf is the bad guy. I think
It's not.
Werewolf.
That's gotta be ambiguous
The
all
wolf
the way th-
isn't at fault.
No, it's the scientist.
It's the government that's
Mhm,
evil.
mhm, mhm.
No, I think the wolf is the good guy. Werewolf is the good guy.
Oh, he has
Really?
to
and
hunt
he's
down the
fighting
werewolf?
werewolves. I think that was pretty clear by your
Oh.
pitch too. But I mean, I'll hear you out here, Calvin. I'll give you
Well,
that.
Yeah,
that
so
space to play. But
I
like,
do think that to this in the start, right? It is let's bring the werewolf out to fight the cyber wolf that has gone feral, and I think that like because what I want to have happen is about like 2/3 of the way through the movie after because the cyber wolves is the cyber wolf pack, the werewolves are losing because werewolves aren't hurt by bullets.
Right.
But then they find molten silver or something like that, and it drips onto their guns. It gets on the bullets,
That's how bullets and guns work. Yeah.
right? Yeah, and then
And silver.
and he starts to take hits, and he's like, "Oh," and he's bleeding or whatever. And maybe he even turns back into a man for a little while, and then like what's going on? And then they, at the end of the movie, at the last last 15 minutes of the movie, they realize both that they team up and they fight the real bad guy.
government's the problem. They both realized their real enemy was the government all along.
Right, that was keeping them locked in, and he sees that they've they're actually like on the inside there are these wolf pups. There's yeah.
Oh. So Eric, what do you think you intended here?
I have no idea, but I like Calvin's pitch. I'm gonna say that was entirely what I was thinking.
Excellent.
Good.
Excellent. This is my favorite thing ever is to like hear like a line of things and be like, here, let me tell you a story. Here's how this goes down. That's my favorite part of D&D and all this other nonsense. Yeah, I could do movie pitches forever.
We should maybe do a separate spin-off podcast where Calvin just pitches us movies.
Where you guys come up with like the
We've come up with the title and you do the movie.
Yeah, I would love to do that. That would be that just works as part of Thunk Tank, honestly. If you want to make that a thing where you guys suggest a thing to me and I lay out the beats of the story for you. I'm more than happy to do that. Storytelling is the best.
I mean, it's definitely fun if you enjoy that sort of thing.
Yes.
So, my other things I have written down here are communist religion.
We feel like we've done that. I feel like we've
Have we?
Okay,
I mean, cross that off.
I mean, we haven't done that specifically, but we've done that.
So much communism.
Communism and religion is just pretty much
always communism.
You know, I want to talk about communism real quick.
Oh my god!
No,
Real quick, I learned something new.
Okay.
Oh,
I learned that one of Russia's spy agencies, specifically the military one, in like the 70s, had a lot of spies that were posing as like preachers or clergymen or and stuff in like South America.
Okay.
And we're going village to village, like taking notes about the villages and like basically trying to find, like they were trying to find like kids that like had died very young.
they
in
could steal
small
their
towns,
identities.
so that they could steal their identities to give them to spies now. And in the last like 10 to 15 years. And I also learned another cool fun fact from a different podcast that was inferior to our podcast in every way except factual things.
Factual accuracy. Bah.
I also learned that all of Russia's spies had consecutive passport numbers for a while.
Why?
That seemed bad.
Because it sounds hard to come up with different numbers.
Just give them
I don't
random
know.
numbers.
Right?
What the fuck? Well, I mean, like, if they were official declared spies, that kind of makes sense, but not if they were, like, covert spies.
What
do you mean official declared spies?
Well, like, if you go to a foreign embassy, there's a section of that embassy that's the CIA headquarters, and there are official CIA employees that are declared CIA operatives operating on foreign soil. They are openly, spies, but, like, they're not doing anything secret, really.
that they tell you about?
Yeah. Like,
That must suck a little bit. It's like, what do you do? Well, I'm a spy. Oh, you can tell me that? And it's like, yeah, I don't actually get to do any of it. Like, I man the fax machine.
Well,
I make coffee.
The upside of being that kind of spy is you have diplomatic immunity and you basically can't be captured and tortured.
That is an upside.
Yeah. Or at least won't be.
Most places.
They could theoretically do it, but it would be like an international diplomatic incident and there might be wars.
That's problematic.
Yeah.
No one needs that.
Nobody needs that. Nobody needs wars.
No.
But yeah, so Eric, what else do you have? Because this is we're gonna title this
Eric used all his good ideas last week and now we're reading the bad ones?
Yeah, just the bad ones.
Just the bad ideas.
Just the bad ideas. Okay. You know that scam where you do a bunch of predictions and send them out to people for like a horse race? You tell them,
Yeah.
and you give each person you send a different prediction. And you start with enough people that like you can do 4 or 5 of them and somebody will have received all correct predictions.
Yeah. Download
then you charge them for the one that's going to be next. And that's when you fuck off with their money.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to do that with a YouTube channel?
How so?
Like record a whole bunch of videos predicting something, keep them private, then release them, and you've got the video that's accurate with the date before the predicted event.
I think I've seen
and so
something
your whole
similar
channel has these predicted events
that you
Then you have
hide.
like
Yeah, I've seen that done.
Only reveal. Oh,
I've seen that done. I've seen that
I
done.
was clever.
No. I mean, it is very clever. And there isn't really any way to,
distinguish.
Yeah, like we basically you need to make a ton of videos about various things that are about to happen, and it'll make it look like your thing has been there for a long time. Yeah, but I've seen people do it as like part of storytelling and things like that. I don't think I've seen somebody try to steal. I don't think it was a scam. And that may be the interesting difference. The problem is,
I want to.
It's not sustainable. It's for a moment, and how do you get people to that site? And I don't know.
You make stock predictions, and you post it to like our Wall Street bets, which is an endless sea of idiots. And the fact that your exclusive Patreon only predictions are wrong probably won't stop morons from giving you money.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, well, if you make the Patreon high enough, like the payout really high.
Yeah.
Wow, somebody would have to be real dumb to buy into that, because like, why the frick would you do that? Why would you sell the predictions? This doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah. Why am I not already rich? It's because I'm banned from the stock market.
Yeah, they banned me because I was too good at it.
It's like getting cut off at a casino.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and we were using a pre-selected pool of idiots.
And if anyone like challenges you, if anyone challenges you, you just tell them that you could foresee being audited for insider trading if people suddenly got this one. So you have to throw in a bad one, but the next one won't be.
You just deny that it was a bad one, and they're liars and disinformation from the government. The hedge funds don't want you to believe that I'm right.
But they'll tell you what you predicted in the
but I'll only release the YouTube. But I'll only release the YouTube of the one I got right. Right.
And if you want them beforehand, you need to back the Patreon.
Yeah.
Right. I just released the
this
video
works.
predictions.
This works. Look, you're only going to get dum-dums. And that's exactly what this is targeted at.
Mun-muns.
Wow.
Mun-muns. Yeah, give them them
money.
Mun-muns. That's what we call dollars now.
If we don't show our faces and use some sort of like animated animal or whatever, even nature backgrounds and robot voices, we could do this 5 or 6 times probably.
We could automate it if you use the annoying fucking voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
we could get away with this repeatedly.
Yeah.
We have to wait a couple months between scams.
We could also do it for horse races. We could do a separate channel for horse races.
Wow, this is
kind of a pain in the ass.
This is a very functional scam. This is
almost automatable as well.
It's honestly shocking nobody's already doing it.
Andres, I think you're right. It is almost automatable. I think that because you can use text-to-speech stuff, you probably could set it up to generate a bunch of videos.
We say it's an AI. We say we built an AI. God damn it.
It's a robot voice. It's so totally
we say we built an AI to figure out, to do stock market predictions, to do horse race analysis.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily always right, but it's almost always right. We've got a 98% correct, history, backlog, whatever. We'll call it the right word that makes things fit good. I'm a fucking content creator.
Yeah, interesting. And I think just running it anonymously and not giving any details on how we're doing it, and be like, this is, almost like this is a secret kind of thing.
I think we should say, like, we make some broad claims about what type of AI we're using that are reasonable.
Yep. No, it's
Like,
just
it's on this platform, it's doing this,
large scale transformer network.
Is that thing?
Is that Cybertronian
Transformer?
technology?
No, transformers are what they're the major. Okay, so the current fun stuff. Yeah. No, the current AIs that are doing all these things like GPT-3, Stable Diffusion, Dolly. Those are all transformers.
We should name it. We should name it something.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come up with a good name.
It needs a good like techie kind of name. It's got to be like, I don't know, but that I could, because we're using it for like multiple stuff. I think that's what's interesting is like, here's the current things for, making money on. We're predicting, stock market, horse races, who wins the next football match, all kinds of nonsense.
Oh, football predictions are super easy because it's kind of binary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, no, they have a lot of minutia in there, but yeah, it is pretty binary.
Yeah. Win or lose, we can predict easily, though. Win, lose,
that's true.
And that's, we're not going to tell people what the points are going to be or anything.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's a good scam. It's horrible, and it's definitely
It's not
immoral.
that horrible. No, it's only semi-immoral.
Look, okay, so you're not separating some grandma from her.
Yeah.
From her.
You're separating someone who's actively attempting to increase their wealth through a process known to be based at least partially in luck with a large amount of risk.
Yeah.
And you
there are risks. AI isn't perfect.
Feeding them information that may or may not be true.
Yeah.
It's not great. Like, you're not getting knighted for this shit.
If we can find a way to split our audience into two, we can tell half of them one prediction and the other half another prediction.
My God, that's such a good idea. We have two competing AIs and we make it a rivalry.
So I think that
someone would buy to both and be like, they're both just opposites.
I think no. So here's the thing. One of the big thing is like you're not keeping long-term subscribers to this pick drop.
No. Unless you get a couple of big ones right for some reason and you get lucky.
Yeah.
This is, I think that actually the way to go through this is to not be very specific about what is doing the prediction or how it's doing it. I think not talking about, like suggesting that it might be some sort of AI very subtly is good. Let people believe what they want to believe about what it is. I think that's the way to go. Like really kind of like, leave it open-ended, because the more that they are filling in the blanks, the more tricked they're going to be.
Right. Keeping it vague makes it easier to keep subscribers.
Yeah.
Or just, put together a new YouTube channel and predict different things. There's a lot of things we can predict. Horse races, boxing matches, football matches.
MMA. Yeah. Racing. I don't know. Any sport.
Every sport people bet on.
If you really, predict the stock market. You want to automate it like a mad person. Insane.
Okay.
Right? You'd have to, this would take a lot of work, but you could predict lottery winning numbers.
That's a lot of work.
A lot of work. But charging someone $100,000 for the winning lottery numbers next time, someone will do it.
Yeah. So I think that's the trick, though. It's like we predict a lot of things, and we should put up those predictions on a YouTube channel where we are showing our past history of correct predictions, right? And then you don't need to show that you've correctly predicted a lottery number. All you need to do is say, for this amount of money, you could purchase a possible, highly likely correct lottery number.
High probability lottery number.
Here for, submitting a thing, because we'll do predictions. We'll do predictions based on your requests for various different prices. Sporting events are this much, stock market is this much.
I think we should call our AI predictive programming.
No. Yeah.
This is a good scam.
It's a good scam.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yep.
I am upset by how good it is. Yep. If I ever go evil, I've probably done one of these things.
Let's go evil.
I mean,
How badly do you want money?
not at all.
Calvin, he didn't ask you. He was asking me.
Yeah,
We all know your answer.
Yeah. You think you don't need money. you
Yeah,
know?
I've been all right
14?
with it without
14
it so far.
That's
On
how
a
badly
scale
I
of
want
1 to
money.
10, 14?
No.
A scale of how many years you want to go to risk going to prison?
So, is there
14?
anything illegal about this? That's the next question. Is there
We'll
any?
sell you our prediction. We will sell you our prediction for this.
Is there anything if it's vague enough?
Misrepresenting our predictions. Maybe
I mean,
if they can get a court order to go through YouTube's fucking like
Archive
backlog,
of deleted
because we're
private
just gonna
videos?
delete the wrong videos.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The moment we post the right ones, we delete the wrong ones.
Yeah.
So unless they can get to that, which I kind of doubt, but I could be wrong. I mean,
they probably can.
But is there
Probably the
anything?
government
But are
and
you
YouTube.
doing by pretending to say that by suggesting that you're able to predict the future? Are you doing anything wrong when you're just not able to predict the future? Is that?
probably.
I mean,
I feel like it's like I don't know what I genuinely don't know what I'd be tried. Like what crime I'd be,
Yeah.
I don't know what crime it is, but it is a crime. And you want to know
Probably
how
some
I know?
sort of fraud.
Yeah.
Probably fraud.
Probably.
Although I do genuinely feel like
Are psychics able to be charged with fraud though?
Well, psychics aren't taking money in exchange for definite information. Like, you give the psychic $40 and they're wishy-washy about your future and shit.
That's
We're
what
going to
we
be
would
like,
do.
this thing is going to happen.
well, this thing might happen.
We think
we
that this thing
predict
would
this.
happen. Yeah, that's all we're saying. We're not even saying it will happen.
Yeah.
But the backlog of true predictions, when you demonstrate all the false predictions, really does make it seem like we're attempting to present that we are better at predicting things than we are. Which the argument it could be made that everyone presents themselves as if they are better than
Yeah.
they are. But
It's called
not when they have
marketing.
binary choices and they choose both choices every time. It gets a little that's a little on the nose. So I will quote my favorite local statement by law enforcement that I have heard,
Mhm.
which is something along the lines of if this is done, we will charge them with whatever we can. Which was a horrible statement that should scare us all, but also really indicative of it doesn't matter if you actually broke a law. It doesn't.
They'll figure out what to call it, and then
They'll
it's
figure-
your job to prove that that's not what that is.
Cool. So staying under the radar for me. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that this
Probably
this
the
one
best.
feels immoral and illegal, so it definitely
It's
is.
definitely immoral, lightly illegal, but I'm not a lawyer.
Nope, don't take legal advice from a podcast. Any podcast.
But it's a great scam idea. I can see this happening.
It is.
So
Big fan of
so
this.
1,000,000 Thunk Tank points for Eric there
Yeah.
coming up with this.
I'm winning.
And 5 points to Gryffindor. Welcome to our show where the points don't matter.
Wait, that's a different show, bro.
It's a different show.
I
It's a
know.
different show.
By the way, I'd like to take this moment, now that we've spoken about legal stuff a little bit. Everything we say is satire. Nothing we say we believe to be true. Every single statement that may sound factual or like opinion or potentially slanderous is intended only for comedy and not, in fact, for slander. Usually we say the opposite of what we mean, except sometimes we don't. And it's all just a joke. Please, please, please don't sue us.
We're fictional characters in a fictional podcast.
Yep, this is a joke.
Nothing is real. You've been in a coma for 20 years. Wake up. You need to wake up.
Your mother misses you.
Oh.
Oh God. Are we running out of things to talk about?
No,
I'll go off a
no,
deep end.
no.
Okay. No,
Oh,
I
do you
won't go
wanna-
off a deep end.
Well,
So
do you have-
I wanted
deep
to,
end to
I
go
wanted
off
to
of?
take a moment to talk about a different podcast.
oh, no. Okay,
Oh, why?
go for it.
No, all
No,
right.
no, tell us.
All
We
right.
now I
Why
want to
not?
know.
So I listened to a podcast that has some lawyers on it.
Okay.
And they recently had an episode. First one for a long time because they dealt with a lawsuit where someone sued them for making jokes about a hilarious farcical legal battle that they decided to do, and someone sued them for defamation. And part of the suit involved them having to record an hour and 40-minute episode with this guy. And I just want to say that guy came off like a tool and a giant douche. But
Wait.
I'm sure that he's a wonderful person.
Wait, did he sue people to make them record an episode of their podcast with him?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that dude.
And
It feels like he must have won for that to have happened, but it also feels like he lost.
I don't know, but it's just I genuinely want to, one, protect us from that, and two, just let anyone know who wants to sue us and then come on our podcast for some reason.
Yeah, that's open at any time.
That you just look like a douchebag. You can come on the podcast.
Yeah, that's
though.
fine. Yeah, you don't have to sue us.
Yeah.
What you
If you
should
do that step, you're an asshole.
right. The join the Discord, start yelling obscenities at us.
Ideally, join the Patreon.
Yeah.
Fuck, we should just have a tier for do a guest
Yeah,
spot.
we
I
can
don't
put
give
a tier
shit.
up. It's much less than any kind of legal fees that you'd have to pay like a
God.
lawyer or something like that. So yeah, if that's ever a thing, just let us know. We'll make that available.
Yeah, for sure. In
You
other news-
will look like an
So-
idiot, but we will
Oh,
have
yeah.
you here on
To
the
be fair-
the podcast.
I mean, you'll
It's
be
probably
in good
because
company.
you are an idiot. Right? If we want guests now, we need to start defaming people, right? You are all very stupid and ugly, and nobody likes you.
Look here, you incompetent buffoons. You're bad at the job you do, and no one should hire you for job you do.
Oh, see, this is great.
Sorry.
Now that we've left my channel, I don't feel like you're attacking people.
Anybody you care about.
No, I mean,
Except everybody
I care
who's
about-
watching our
I
people
care about
watch
these-
your channel.
Right, but I don't know that for me there's not some rando
These are the vets.
fan of
They-
my
these
are
games
people
or
who
something.
know
Yeah. Yeah, they're ready.
They slogged through the mud to get
Yeah.
here. This is for them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
On that note, we should come out with a series of plushies as merch.
Okay.
Plushies of what? Us?
Yeah, I don't
Random
know.
things.
Probably like a duck or something.
I want like a plushie of the head with like a clear vacuumed section filled with water.
Maybe it's like one of those, those like
The actual
heavy-duty
Thunk tank.
Ziploc bags that you can use like for pens, like the pen cases.
Yeah.
It's that guy, and you zip it out, and then you have a little storage
You have a
pocket
little
where his
spot.
brain is.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
Whoa.
great.
I want
All
a
right,
Thunk
now
tank branded fish tank.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking good too.
We need sponsors that are stupid. Like really
No, we
bad.
need good sponsors that understand how marketing works.
Yeah, that they
Yeah.
right. Well, I mean, we need
Right, guys.
we need
Sponsor this
viewers.
podcast with like 5 viewers, and we will totally up your marketing things. Like if we were good at marketing, we'd have more viewers, I think.
Yeah.
Like that's true, but I also don't understand how marketing works. So fuck it.
Well,
Maybe if we were
Indeed.
funnier and had more cohesive ideas.
We're
Like,
like-
I brought nothing to today's table.
yeah,
Like better
same.
scripts or something.
Nah, I think I'm banging these scripts out pretty good. 15 minutes for an hour and a half of material that we then just kind of forget about the second half of.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think it's really good. We could get better teleprompters, run faster. You scroll faster so we can
Just
get more of
Play
it
it at
in.
1.4x speed. Jeez, guys.
We are looking for a there's a marketing position that's open.
Yeah.
If
We'll pay you in high fives.
well, I mean, I would be willing
Actually-
to high
Actually,
five
we
someone
would shell
or
out if we made money.
yeah,
I'd
if
give
there
you a
was if there was
percentage.
money, we would do
There's
a-
money.
Yeah.
If someone had
then
money.
we would pay somebody, but we can't do that until
Or well, we could
us yeah.
we won't.
Yeah.
because we use that to eat.
Cool.
Eric, one more for the tank. Feed the tank with your delicious ideas. Put your ideas in my
I
little brain
have-
tummy.
I have a theory with no evidence or scientific knowledge to back it up that low-fat diets cause diabetes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. So here's the problem with low-fat diets, right? You've got to get your calories somewhere. So it's mostly going to be in sugars and carbohydrates. And when you go all in sugars and carbohydrates, you're getting more sugar. Carbohydrates are broken down into sugar immediately. Low-fat diets are killing America.
Yeah, that's very likely. As somebody who's off and on a low carb keto diet,
Well, that's
I
know,
would
You're
have to
a
kind of
agree.
maniac.
more extreme than what I'm suggesting people should do. I'm suggesting people should just like eat some fat once in a while.
Oh yeah, I eat
Have
fat
some
all the time.
butter on your popcorn. Yeah.
Exchange every tablespoon of sugar you consume with a tablespoon of butter, and you'll be healthier.
Yeah, no, I
No,
eat so much
exchange
butter.
half and half and combine the two. Butter and sugar
Oh.
mixed together is delicious.
Oh, reminder. I'm gonna go out here on a limb and say none of us are in shape, and none of us none of us are health experts.
This is not medical advice. I'm
Please
not
don't
some
listen.
kind of nutritionist. I'm just a weirdo conspiracy theorist, and I think that the flat Earth conspiracy is because things fall down.
On another note, if we wanted guests, should we go to Fiverr?
Hire a guest for $5. Oh,
we do have. I think there are multiple. We even like have talked to somebody who was like, "Oh, we should put this person on as a guest or whatever," and then I totally dropped the ball on it. Also,
I feel like
your sister wants to come back. She's got a thunk.
oh yeah,
Oh.
we should have her. That would be good. We
Yeah.
need some new blood. My
Yeah.
blood's old and
Oh,
worn out,
God.
and I have no thunks right now.
Mm.
And
yeah,
it's
get her in next week, maybe.
Okay,
yeah.
done.
Join us next week, where
Next week.
our sister, except for Calvin, not his sister.
That would be wrong.
Weird for sure. But our sister will be on and have more intelligent, hotter takes. And this is a message brought to you by the Thunk Tank Committee for stalling until Eric says something funny.
Oh, shit.
Are we-
There was a historical Jesus. There wasn't a historical Christ.
Wait, haven't we? No, that was about.
Did I say that before?
No, we have talked about
The historicity of Jesus.
The second coming of Jesus being George Washington. I remember that.
We did. That was a good
episode.
episode.
That was a banger of an
That was
episode.
the best one.
I think we should suggest
That's the one we should put on our YouTube ads that force people to watch it before they watch their video.
Oh my god, 5 seconds of our podcast would be so shit.
No. Unskippable 45 minutes.
How much does that cost?
I don't know.
Thousands of dollars per view. It
Maybe
ruins YouTube's business.
Maybe though, like what instead, like because you can do per like views, right? So like what we do is instead of trying to get as many views as possible of things that people are going to skip it, we make an unskippable 45-minute advertisement that goes onto somebody's YouTube video somewhere, but we only get one view impression. That probably isn't gonna cost as much.
$20 maybe. One viewer.
Yeah.
Fantastic. What if they close the window?
Well, that's it. Then we're out of $20.
Fuck.
I should go find out how YouTube ads work.
Yeah.
No one knows.
Nobody,
no one knows.
Nobody does.
Nobody knows.
There's some way in which you can buy them, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe they just like manifest from the air.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
All YouTube ads are just things YouTube's doing to seem more legit. YouTube ads aren't real.
Do you think we could get sponsors to not pay us, but like have sponsors so we seemed more legit?
People just make up sponsors to seem more legit.
Definitely do that.
Say they have sponsors.
We should do that.
This episode is sponsored to you by Glorified beans. Glorified beans are delicious and everyone likes them. Crack open a nice cold can of glorified beans. Glorified beans is a much better name than the noises that were.
Were you thinking like some sort of aliens came to Earth
glorified,
and started a bean company?
Glorified. Yeah, I was saying glorified because I didn't want to use a real company name.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Old Glory is a real company.
Is glorifiedbeans.com taken?
I don't know, and I'm not going to find out because I'm sick of spending money on all these goddamn websites.
Okay. Have you guys seen the? I think I've mentioned this to you once or twice. About the whole thing where every time you search something in Google, it shows you like thousands and thousands of results, and those aren't actually available to look at. There is a conspiracy that the internet is mostly fake. There's a conspiracy that the vast majority of the internet is not real, and like beyond like a couple sites like Facebook or YouTube or things like that. And that the vast majority of internet content is just gone.
That's not true.
Or never existed in the first place.
No.
Look, I know you're saying...
I've been to so many sketchy piece of shit sites that don't have what I want because I spell things wrong. I'm bad at spelling. And occasionally I get shit that I have no idea what is, but I clicked on and I'm fucking stupid. And I shouldn't probably click on, but it's like weird fucking old internet shit or like badly put together or just like not comprehensible.
I wasn't trying to
old forums for like fucking people who like smoking meat in their backyard.
Look, you're talking to the people that already are on board with what you're saying. Well, I don't think the flat Earth is real either, but I am fascinated by the conspiracy theory of the flat Earth.
On the other side of the Earth, how things fall up.
Yeah, we don't know. Magic.
I have a question about
makes
flat.
Things fall down, not up.
Most flat earthers don't believe in gravity as a force.
Why? No, get out.
It's all buoyancy.
No, that doesn't work either, but thanks for playing.
God. Why?
Yeah. I highly recommend.
I'm sorry if it's
deep
all
dives on
buoyancy. Why do helicopters work?
Buoyancy.
They don't. They're demons flying by magic powers.
That is possible too. Yeah, you can just
Cranes.
Giant sky cranes.
the amount of videos that I have seen talking about to disprove the globe Earth that are planes that are would have to be constantly putting their nose down to stay on the Earth, which they don't do, so therefore ain't no globe Earth.
Yeah, people don't get gravity, do they? They don't get spheres and gravity, do they?
No.
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
Or circles and gravity. Sorry, you don't need the third dimension.
You don't.
Even.
Just the basic stuff they don't have a grasp of, and that's really where it comes from. But it is fun to watch. I tell you, it's hard to watch sometimes, but it is enjoyable.
Conspiracies are fun until somebody believes them and bad things happen as a result.
Yeah.
Have we already talked about that? The flat earther like documentary where they had a flat earther doing some test with like light holes. We've talked about that on here where they accidentally do show that the Earth is round because they get the result and then they're like, oh no, whoops, I must have fucked something up.
They bought, I saw the documentary where they bought a very expensive laser gyroscope.
Why trust that though?
Right?
Yeah.
And they were going to use it in a special way to kind of get the results to show. And then it didn't show the thing. And they were just like, well, uh-oh. Something must be wrong with how we did it.
Must have broke that expensive gyroscope.
Yeah.
Oops.
Goddamn globe Earth.
It's, people are crazy. People are really great. They're just
people are wonderful. Oh. So I think we call this just the bad ideas.
Just the bad ideas.
Wait, we're not going to call it "Do low-fat diets cause diabetes"?
Oh,
I don't know.
Actually, that's pretty good.
I really want to make a Werewolf versus Werewolf movie poster now.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Use the AI for chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
I was gonna say good, but well,
cool.
I think we're wrapping this one up. Folks, thanks for listening. This has been Thunk Tanked. We try to do it every Thursday.
Try.
I know we've done badly in this episode and last episode. They're terrible, obviously. Go back and watch the better episodes, and then next week's gonna be so much better.
No, it's not.
It's gonna be incredible. You don't even know.
It's gonna be just as good as this.
It's gonna be better. So much better. You're not even gonna believe it. You're gonna say, "Wow."
At least 33% better.
33% better. We should start calling ourselves the Triforce.
No.
Yeah, we're the Triforce.
No.
No.
Force of 3. The Tri.
Three amigos?
No.
Trace Forteses. For I don't know what force is in Spanish.
You know what's really funny? I just was reading our little outro thingy, and it has this thing that says that our bubble background video is from this place, but we don't use the bubbles anymore.
We should have probably changed that like 100 episodes ago.
Yeah, probably.
All right, that's where you should cut it. Right after where we don't use the bubbles anymore. That's a good